Welcome to Recover in Place, everyone. Today we've got a little bit of a mobility routine for you. What I'm going to need is a wall and something to sit on and also put my foot on. All right. So in this case, I'm using a box. This could be a chair, bench, etc. So first things first, I'm going to use the wall here for my first kind of active sort of mobility, kind of stretch back and forth. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to place my hands on the wall a little bit above the shoulders. Hands are going to be a little bit outside the shoulders. So for this, and then I'm going to step back here with my feet. I'm going to push my butt back, dropping my chest through. And then as I come up, I can come to neutral. If you don't have low back stuff, you can do a little bit of extension, pushing your pelvis towards the wall. Just coming back and forth, right? Hips go towards the wall if you're feeling good. Dropping the chest through. You can just kind of follow along with me on this one. Nice and smooth. Just going to get some reps here. Nice and easy. Remember to breathe as you're doing this. That will help make the movement easier. Let's get about 4 more of these. 4 more. That's 1, 2, 3, last one here, and 4. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to come into a chest stretch. So for the chest stretch, I'm going to plant my arm on the wall here, roughly at kind of a 90-degree angle. Again, elbow and shoulder kind of in line here as far as setting positions. I don't necessarily need to be way up here, way down here. I'm going to kind of pretty much set those in line. For me, right arm is on the wall. I'm going to take my right foot and I'm going to step forward through this. Again, I'm still nice long through the spine. I'm going to settle into this nice stretch. Just working my breath. Nice. Coming out of that, shaking that arm out, moving that shoulder around a little bit. I'm going to go the other side. So now I'm planting for me. It's going to be my left arm is on the wall here. I'm going to take my left foot, stepping through. Get nice long through the spine. I can shift my way forward if I want more out of this. Just hanging out into it, working on your breath. Good. I'm going to come out of that, just going to shake things out a little bit, moving the shoulder and arm around. Next thing we're going to do is a little bit of a hamstring stretch. So I'm going to use my box here for me. This could be your chair or bench, whatever you have. Right, so I'm going to plant my heel on here. I'm going to have a slight little bend here in my knee. All right, so you can kind of see that nice little bend here in the knee. Right, I'm not going to necessarily go with the straight leg for this one. Put a little bit of bend with the knee. From here, I'm going to go nice and long through the torso, and then for me, I'm going to think about pushing my butt back, hinging backwards from my hip. Right, so I'm going to settle into this one. You put your hands on your leg, or I'm just going to have mine by my sides here. You know, just breathe into this. I should feel a lot right here in that hamstring. foot. Again, I'm going to place it on the box here, slight little bend there in my knee. Again, I'm thinking about pushing my hips back as I come into this nice stretch for that hamstring, feeling it right back in here on this one. Working that nice, good breath. Rub the hamstring out if you're done with that. The next one here is I'm going to sit on the box. So sitting on the box, again, I'm going to do a little bit of movement through my hips and pelvis, as well as basically low back, a little bit through that mid back as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hands on my knees here, and I'm going to think first off about tucking my tailbone underneath. Right, so again, I don't want any pain with this. I'm tucking my low back, so I'm rounding this area. And I could also round my mid-back a little bit as well, right? From here, I'm going to untuck, right? And then I'm going to think about coming to extension here with the low back. So I've created that curve. And I can kind of pick my chest up a little bit as I go through this. So kind of extension, and again, here tucking underneath, coming into a flexed position, right? Flexed over, so... And then going back into some extension, just nice and smooth. Working with what I have, and again, no pain through any of this. Just nice and smooth as I come through this. Nice one to do. Again, if I'm taking a little bit of break at the desk or something like that. Just nice and smooth as I move back and forth. All right, tucking the tailbone underneath. Getting that move from the pelvis and hips. And that extension as you come through. Right, caving and opening. Just nice and smooth, back and forth, and remember to breathe. Let's get 3 more. All right, coming out of that, shake it out a little bit. That is all I've got for you today. Thanks for coming by. Again, this has been Recover in Place.